I'm hustling, every day 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 I'm hustling.
What up, YouTube? Capital G here. I'm doing my deck of the month with Garon Williams. Garon, what is your rank in Virginia as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes?
I honestly don't know. I haven't looked up cost and rankings yet.
Okay. There's a regional today. How did you finish?
I finished 7-1, undefeated. My last round I had to play in down X&1. I didn't want to take a win from him, so I just went ahead and gave him the win.
Okay, so you were 7-1, but then you basically scooped.
Yeah, no, I was 7-0.
7-0. I'm sorry. What deck did you run?
I ran Gladiator Beasts.
Okay, and you can explain this deck better than I can, so why don't you go ahead and jump right into it?
All right, the monster lineup is pretty basic. I run 3 Test Tiger, 2 Gladiator Beast Laquari, 2 Samnites, 2 Equeste. He's like the spine of the deck. Like, I protect him at all costs. Elemental Hero Prisma. I love this card. It's just too good not to run with 3 Test Tigers. Everything else is pretty simple. Darius, Bestiari, Retiari, Murmillo, Hoplomus, Secutor, and the cat.
Okay. How come you only won 1 Prisma? You ever try Prisma ×2 or?
No, it's because I run a pure Glad build, Glad heavy build, and a lot of times I'm able to safe tag, and I know how to make the right call to safe tag in the Bestiari. So 2 Prismas can cause clogged hands, I think. So I don't really think that's all necessary.
Okay.
I think 1 is fine without having to run the Stratos or whatever.
Okay. Spell lineup?
Spell lineups, again, the champion of the deck, 3 Gladiator Beasts of Spite.
You've got to explain this one.
This card is pretty amazing in the deck. Like, most people don't like it, but I love this card. It gives you, allows you to run like double Equeste, Darius, Retiari, Murmillo, Secutor with no drawback. Just keep cycling them back, and if your opponent starts to fall back in a recessive game, you start to break them down by gaining more power cards from your Respite. And that gives you, and that also allows you to hit power cards for certain matchups like your Heavy Storms, your Trap Stuns, Solemn Judgments for their Royal Oppression, which is like the biggest bane of the deck. 3 Book of Moons, 2 My Body as a Shield, 2 Smashing Grounds. I would have liked to run 3, but due to space constraints, I'm already at 42. I took a gamble running 42. It worked out, but I really wanted to play 3rd Smashing Ground, but I think I have enough, like, with 3 Test Tigers going in and, like, enough in the trap lineup. I think 2 is justified. My trap lineup, 3 Chariot. Cat is too big of a deck right now, and the Chariot locks shuts them up. Bottomless is pretty simple, 2D prisons. I've not been a fan of this card in past formats because it's like you set it and you get turboed out and you get like swarmed by like 4 monsters and this does nothing for you. Now, this card is pretty awesome. Trap Does Shoot, favorite trap card in the game. It gives you such an edge when you're able to open with this. Like, I can't remember a game where I've lost using this card, like ever. Just not today, just ever. Trap Stun, this card covers some ground that my body as a shield doesn't, like the D prisons and the royal, especially the royal oppressions. I see this against like anything oppression based, and then I just get the Grinch smile on my face. Like, I just know the end is near. Starlight Road, I wasn't a big fan of this card at first, but I found out 1 doesn't hurt. Like, protecting yourself against Heavy Storm or like going in on a torrential isn't all that bad. I mean, you play around torrential and mirror force like all the time, but GB's lost 2 Solemn Judgments, and that like left them really susceptible to Heavy Storm. So hitting them with Starlight Road is just as effective, and it protects you and it gives you 1 more block again with the starter strat. Torrential Tribute. I'm off and on about this card, but because of Black Wings and Cat, it's like a must run for me. Like, I often, if I open with the torrential, I'll just set that, and then like I'll give the opponents no clues on what I'm running, and until I can bait them with it. So oftentimes I only just 1-for-1 with this card, but it acts like a trap hole at times, and it lets me press during my next turn. Mirror Force, real simple. I play to protect the Equeste game. Like I tag out the Equeste, get the Respite engine going. He has to stay on board. Solemn Judgment, again, pretty simple. Holds down any formation and stops like heavy power plays that your opponent can make. Well-timed Solemns in games.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's Garon Williams, and good luck in your top 8 match. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
Tyrone Cox.
I got a question. I cut them wide, I cut them long, I cut them fat. What? I keep them coming back. What? We keep them coming back. I'm in the distribution. I'm like Atlantic. I got the motherfuckers flying across the Atlantic.